Welcome to the very first episode of many of Swallow Don't Spit Wine. Today I'm going to try and explain to you what this project's all about, and I'm going to leave this video forever at the top of the YouTube channel so that it can always remind us of where we began and how unprofessional we were at the start. So I brought a friend along for this ride, Carver. This is from like a bike ride from where I'm sitting right now, just outside of Barcelona. This Cava is a rosé Cava, which for me is like the best combination of two types of wine that insist on being fun: sparkling and rosé. No one's ever been miserable after drinking either of those, so them combined is definitely a celebratory vino. A lot of people think that rosé Cavas are going to be sweet, but they're not. They just mean that this has Garnacha grapes, which have just been sitting in the maceration, in the mix, for a couple of hours. That just lends a bit of tannin to the Cava. So let's pour that up. Why am I not using a champagne flute? Because they suck. They're good for retaining bubbles. They're terrible for getting the aromas of the wine. Okay, so Swallow Don't Spit Wine is a new project of ours, and it's we're going to explore and celebrate the joys of wine, of Spanish wine primarily, or at least to begin with, and then move throughout Europe and the world. We want to do this in a way that's really, we want to democratize wine. So our thinking is that wine began sort of all those millennia ago as being something for everybody. Wine was a substitute for water because water was really unsafe for a long time, so people would drink wine instead of water. It was something that workers and soldiers and farmers and royalty would drink. Everyone would drink wine. And somewhere between sort of ancient Mesopotamia and now, wine's been hijacked by marketers and wankers, and they've turned it something that was supposed to be for the people. They've turned it into something that's exclusive and that is no longer for the many, but now it's sort of made in a way that it's unobtainable for most of us. So like they've done that in sort of, they've made it so that it's priced out of our range a lot of the times, although not here in Spain, which you're going to discover by following this channel. They have made it in a way that so like when you see people tasting wines, people feel like they taste wine incorrectly, or they feel like they're not doing it, they're not good enough to enjoy it the way they're supposed to enjoy it. And a lot of people are telling you what you should be smelling, how you should be smelling it. They tell you what the aromas are instead of letting you explore what they are yourself. So we really want to reverse that trend, and we want to democratize wine again and make it available to everybody. The joys of wine, make the joys of wine available to everybody. We want to sort of break down which wines you like and why you like them. We want to not tell you what you need to like. We want to sort of explore the different grapes, the different ways that wines are made here in Spain and Europe and the world, so that you can learn along with us which types of wine you like. So not the specific brands necessarily, but you can say that you might like different wines for different occasions. And there goes a motorbike. And through that experience, we want to make it so that when you do come to Spain, or if you're already in Spain, you can really understand and deconstruct a wine list, a bodega, a wine store. You can walk in there, you can know what you want. You can use our patented foolproof wine selection system to choose the wine that's going to be perfect for you. You can look at a bottle and you can know what's going to be inside it, and you can have some expectations, and you can choose wine based on where you're going to be, what you're going to be doing, and who you're going to be with. We do prefer to sort of describe wines not as to how they taste or feel or whatever, but more like what sort of a situation they would be perfect for. So if you're having tapas with friends, or a picnic in the park, or if you're going to meet your in-laws, there's 3 different situations that would require 3 different types of red wine at least, and not even to go into whites and rosés and sparklings. Like there's those 3 situations would sort of demand 3 different types of red wines, and we want to sort of help you go through that process of choosing, so hey, this is going to be something that's going to be a special moment. Maybe we do need to go for a reserve or a grand reserve, or this is going to be sort of friendly fun in the park. We don't want anything too heavy. We're going to drink a lot, so we're probably going to need something that's more joven, like something that hasn't been aged, that's fruiter and fresher and more acidic and sort of lighter in the mouth. And we know that so many people who come here, who come here don't, or live here even, don't know these things. They know which wines they like, but they don't know why they like them. So Swallow Don't Spit Wine is going to be what you're seeing now is our YouTube channel. We're going to do a lot of breakdowns of different wine types, different things within the world of wine. We're also going to start doing explorations. We're going to get on the road, go to wine regions. We're going to explore all the different parts of Spain. There's something like 70 DOs and 2 DOQs and sort of innumerable other wine regions. That's already 72 that we can visit. And there's, off the top of my head, there's sort of maybe 9 within a 2-hour drive from where I'm sitting right now. So we're going to build up this channel. We're going to build up our TikTok. We're going to build up our Instagram, and we want you to come along for the ride with us here virtually as well as in real person. So we'll be doing our wine tastings, our wine tastings, which happen already now in Barcelona, soon to be Madrid, and the world. They are super unpretentious wine tastings where we get this ethos to our guests, and they learn about Spanish wines. They learn how to taste Spanish wines, and we discuss what the wines taste like, what people like, what they smell like. The different sort of. It's unpretentious. It's not wanky, but we do the wanky stuff. We'll swirl, we'll sniff, we'll do all that stuff, which is really about enjoying wine, but also sort of the whole time understanding that everyone has different tastes and different palates, and we'll find different stuff in the wines that we do. And that's our wine tastings. Links below for that, of course. And then also we're going to be starting our Camino de Vino. Camino de Vino is a new project where we'll be doing day trips, overnight trips around Spain, and we'll be going to wine regions, doing walks and hitting bodegas. And look, and the thing is, it's called Swallow Don't Spit Wine, right? So you get it, you understand that the whole point of this project is to drink the grapes. No grapes were crushed in vain in our world. Even if it's horrible, we'll drink it down, we'll make it drinkable if it's horrible wine. So that's what we're doing here. We're bringing wine back to the masses. We're going to, because it's delightful. We adore this stuff. Wine is not only delicious, it makes us feel great. It makes us enjoy the moment that we're in. It's very myopic in that we stop thinking about what's happening in the future, what's on our agenda, what we did in the past, whatever, and we think about where we are right now, how we're feeling at that moment, and who's with us. And we think that's special, and we think that needs to be put back into the hands of the people. And so this concludes the very, very first ever Swallow Don't Spit Wine YouTube video. Cheers to many, many more to come.